Let's bring in Ygal Arounian from Wedbush Securities. He has a neutral rating and a $68 price target on eBay. Ygal, thank you very much for being here. Based on today's trading, down about 12% in the after hours, it's about 30% below your price target. What are your thoughts regarding the quarter, and what do you make of some of this price activity?
Yeah, sure. So look, the quarter actually coming in pretty decent. When you look at the U.S. and international volume breakout, U.S. actually doing much better than expected. International was much worse than expected, but the U.S. really doing well there. When you look at the outlook for the year, look, that's been the concern with e-commerce names right now, really across the board. And if your numbers are coming in below expectations, that's a real big challenge for investors. The guidance on revenue, on GMV, below expectations, and that's not going to help the story right now.
Ygal, what happened to the pandemic e-commerce narrative that, years worth of e-commerce adoption had happened in the span of a few months, that habits had changed, omnichannel was upon us, we're not going back, and therefore these stocks deserved a higher valuation? Is that still true, and this is just a moment of doubt where it's an opportunity, or do we have to rethink that narrative?
It's partially true, but we also do need to rethink that narrative. And there's a couple of things going on. And first, we did see e-commerce share as a percentage of total retail really go up tremendously over the course of the pandemic. It's leveled off, and it's given it back over the past couple of quarters. So what we've seen over the past couple of quarters is physical retail actually start to take some share back. Now, I don't think anyone really expects for physical retail to get back to the levels that it was at pre-pandemic. But there's, clearly a leveling off here, and a certain amount of shopping that is going back in store. You mentioned omnichannel. That's definitely going to be a focus going forward, but that favors retailers that have both online presence and in-store. eBay doesn't really play in that category. And then the last thing to really think about is the quality of winners. What we saw early on in the pandemic was everybody was a winner. If you were in e-commerce in particular, e-commerce sales up tremendously. What we've seen from eBay is that they've given back most of their gains, if not all. Actually, internationally, they've given back more than all their gains during the pandemic. That's a real challenge. They're trying to fix that, but that's clearly still a work in progress.